Sometimes we have the side lengths in a right angle triangle, but we want to find the angle, as you can see in these three questions here. Now, we know this triangle. This is from an earlier video. We've got the angle theta, we've got the opposite side, and we have the hypotenuse. So our ratio here is sine, opposite over hypotenuse, and we've found that that ratio is 1/2. Now we know that that goes with a theta value of 30. So we can say, therefore, theta equals 30 degrees, because the relationship goes two ways. If the angle is 30, then the ratio is 1/2. But also, if the ratio is 1/2, then the angle is 30 degrees. Now, this one was fine because we knew that this was 30 degrees. We knew this from a previous video, as I said. But if you don't know what it is, you haven't memorized it or you've forgotten, and it's not something that you're expected to do, is memorize them. This is how your calculator can help you find the angle that goes with that ratio. So we will do these two triangles. This one here, we can see we've got an opposite side and a hypotenuse, and that the ratio here, look, it's a half again. Okay, so we've got sine. So sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse. It is 12/24, which simplifies to a half. We know that theta is going to be 30 degrees. How can our calculator help us find it? It's using what's called an inverse. So if we want to know what theta is, we say that theta is inverse sine of a half. So this is saying, what's the angle that goes with a sine ratio of a half? Now your calculator, yours looks slightly different to mine. Wonder if you can see this. Where you've got sine, you're going to have sine inverse right above it. So you're going to need to press shift or second, whatever it is on your calculator, and you type that in. So you go sine inverse of 1/2. Looks like that on mine. And you press enter, and it's telling me 30. So theta equals 30 degrees. Make sure you put your degrees sign in. All right. So we got what we expected, so we know that it works. Let's do this last example here now. We have a right angle triangle. First thing we need to do is figure out which trig ratio we're using, sine, cos, or tan. We've got our theta, we have the hypotenuse, and we have the opposite side. So we are using sine again. Fill in what we know. We don't know theta, so we leave it as theta. The opposite is 2, and the hypotenuse is 3. Trying to solve for theta. So we've got theta is, we do our inverse sine of our ratio. So we put this part in our calculator. So sine inverse of 2/3. And that's what my calculator gets. Yours should get the same. So 41.81 approximately. There you go. That's how we can figure out what angles are in triangles.